Your wallet just texted someone, and you didn't even know it. No, seriously. Right now, while you're sitting there watching this, there's a chance someone already grabbed your credit card number, your name, maybe even your home address, and they did it without touching you, without stealing your wallet, without even making eye contact. They just walked past you at Starbucks. That's it. That's the whole crime. And here's the thing I need you to remember for the next few minutes, because we're coming back to this. There is one specific moment in your day when you are most vulnerable. Most people never think about it. We'll get there. So let's talk about NFC, Near Field Communication. It's the little chip inside your credit card and debit card that lets you tap to pay. Super convenient, right? Tap, beep, done. No PIN, no signature, no friction. America loves no friction. We also love drive-thrus and turning right on red, so friction was never really our thing. Here's the problem. That chip is always on. It doesn't sleep, it doesn't lock, it just sits there in your pocket, quietly broadcasting a tiny radio signal, like a very small, very stupid lighthouse. And certain people, let's call them what they are, criminals with a hobby, have figured out how to tune in. The device fits in a backpack, sometimes a jacket pocket. It costs maybe $100 online, which, by the way, is insane. You can buy the thing to steal people's identities for less than a pair of Air Force Ones. America. They get within a few inches of you. Crowded subway in New York, a line at a theme park in Orlando, a packed football stadium in Dallas. Anywhere bodies press together and nobody thinks twice about someone standing close. The device scans your card through your jeans, through your leather wallet, through your bag. Takes about half a second. You feel nothing. You notice nothing. You keep scrolling Instagram. What they get varies. Sometimes just the card number and expiration date. Sometimes more. Enough to make online purchases, which, again, don't require a physical card. Enough to hand off your information on the dark web for a few dollars. You become a line item in someone else's income stream. And now for the moment I promised you earlier. The one where you're most at risk. It's not when you're distracted. It's not late at night in a sketchy neighborhood. It's actually when you feel the safest. Airports, TSA lines. You're standing still, you're tired, you're holding your shoes in one hand and your laptop in the other. Everyone is crammed together, nobody is paying attention to anything except not missing their flight. That line of stressed, distracted, slightly disheveled Americans is basically a buffet for a skimmer. Now the good news. And I mean real good news. Not the, well, technically you could move to a cabin in Montana kind. Blocking this is cheap and simple. RFID-blocking wallets and card holders physically prevent the radio signal from leaving. Faraday material, same stuff, stops the scan cold. You can get a decent sleeve for under $10. Some wallets have it built in now. If your phone has a digital wallet, like Apple Pay or Google Pay, those are actually safer than your physical card for tap payments because they use a one-time token instead of your real number. You can also check your bank app right now. Most major US banks let you turn off contactless payments entirely and switch them back on only when you need them. Chase, Bank of America, Capital One, most of them have this. Takes 30 seconds to set up. And please, please check your statements. Not once a month when the bill shows up. Every few days. Small charges are how skimmers test a card before they go big. $5 to some random merchant you don't recognize? That's not a glitch. That's someone making sure your card works before they buy a TV with it. Look, I'm not trying to make you paranoid. You don't need to wrap yourself in aluminum foil and live off the grid. But knowing this stuff exists, understanding how stupidly simple it is to execute, that's the difference between being a target and not being one. Most people just don't know. And if you want to go even further down the rabbit hole, because apparently this is your life now, worrying about invisible crime, I've got a video on what actually happens to your identity after it gets stolen. The underground market, the resale, how fast it moves. It's wild. It'll make you angry in a very productive way. Go watch that next. If this video saved your card number today, hit like. If you want to stay one step ahead of people who literally make a living outsmarting you, subscribe. They're getting smarter. You should too.